Hallo, guten Tag. Es ist Montag, den 5. Oktober und wir sprechen heute über Kapitel 9b. Good to see you all, everybody. We're going to talk about chapter 9b. I'm going to walk you through a set of notes that is on Power School. So you'll want to head to Power School there. It's in Kapitel 9. I believe it's called Chores notes or chapter 9b notes. And I'm going to walk you through those here now. So once you get those open, you should fill them out along with me. This is also based off of page 311, 312, introducing you to chores that you have to do. So let's go ahead and get started. To clean your room, clean my room would be mein Zimmer. And to clean up is aufräumen. And I know it feels kind of weird, but do me a favor and say these out loud with me at a certain point. So let's try it. Mein Zimmer aufräumen. So try make the bed. So the word for bed is das Bett, or let's say mein Bett. And to make, hopefully you remember, is machen. So das Bett or mein Bett machen. Now, why are we putting the verb at the end, aufräumen or machen? We're going to use these a lot with ich muss, which would be I must. So think about it this way. Instead of saying ich räume mein Zimmer auf, which would be I'm cleaning my room, or ich mache mein Bett, I'm making my bed, what we're saying is I must clean my room. I must make my bed. And we're going to practice that structure in a minute, but ich muss mein Zimmer aufräumen. Ich muss mein Bett machen. So here we got wash the dishes. Let's keep her moving. Das Geschirr. And to clean or wash dishes would be spulen. Spulen. That shouldn't be capitalized, sorry. Das Geschirr spulen. And really, this one either, because it's going to be used with ich muss das Geschirr spulen. Musst du das Geschirr spulen? Ja, ich muss das Geschirr spulen. I have to clean the dishes. In der Küche helfen would be help in the kitchen. In der Küche helfen. Again, I know it's weird, but practice saying these out loud with me. In der Küche helfen. Set the table. The table is den Tisch in this instance, den Tisch. And we are going to set it by using decken. Den Tisch decken. Den Tisch decken. Cat is die Katze. Dog is den Hund in this instance. And to feed it is füttern. Füttern. If you forgot how to make umlauts with Küche and füttern, it's option U and then U. So die Katze füttern. Take out the trash. Trash is den Müll. You might see it as Abfall. I like Müll as a word better. Den Müll wegtragen. Take out the trash. Germans have to sort their trash into a number of different bins. That would be den Müll sortieren. I love the word for vacuum in German. I don't know why, but it's Staubsaugen. Say it with me, Staubsaugen. Ich muss Staubsaugen. Ich staubsauge. Wash the clothes, die Wäsche, or the laundry or the wash. And to wash them is waschen. So that would come out as ich muss die Wäsche waschen. Ich muss die Wäsche waschen. Mowing the lawn. Ich muss den Rasen mähen. Try that one. Ich muss den Rasen mähen. A few more here. Water the flowers. Die Blume gießen. Let's do an S set. Option S. Die Blume gießen. Oops. Let's make it bloomen. What's wrong? Oh, no, I'm not. My bad. Die Blumen gießen. Wash the car would be das Auto waschen. And yours might not have water the flowers. It might have a different one. If it has a different one, you can skip over that one. Then we've got how often is wie oft. So we might need to ask somebody, wie oft musst du dein Bett machen? Yeah, and if you're going to say once a day, you would say einmal. Twice would be zweimal. 3 times would be dreimal. Yeah, einmal, zweimal, dreimal. And per week is pro Woche. Per month is pro Monat. Tonight is heute Abend. Tomorrow, if you have to do it later, would be morgen. Morgen. So, and jeden Tag, things we have to do every day are jeden Tag. Let's talk about müssen, and then I'll let you go. To say I must, müssen's a modal verb, and this is a great chance to review because we started working with modal verbs in March. And if you remember March, I can't say that I do, but it was awful and we had to leave and we probably forgot all about modal verbs just as we were making progress. We use modal verbs to help us say other verbs. Instead of saying I vacuum, we're going to say I must vacuum, or we could say I should vacuum, or I can vacuum, I'm able to. They conjugate similar to each other, but differently from other verbs. Like muss and moose are going to be the ik and the RZS. Do, we had T, no umlauts. There's not a big pronunciation difference, but down here on wir, ihr, and ZZ, we do have umlauts. Müssen, ihr müsst, and ZZ, müssen. Okay, so let's see how it affects sentence structure. If I'm saying I must vacuum today, ich muss. In English, we'd say vacuum today, right? Today would go to the end. In German, though, when we use a modal verb, the other verb that we're doing, like vacuum, has to go to the end. So that means heute has to come before it. Ich muss heute Staubsaugen. Ich muss heute Staubsaugen. And those kind of got to stay put, that muss and this Staubsaugen. There's some flexibility on the other stuff in there, but if I wanted to say this a different way, I could do heute muss ich Staubsaugen. But not a lot of other flexibility than that. Notice heute and ich switched, but muss and Staubsaugen stayed put. That's because we've got a pretty strict word order. Not to say it wouldn't make any sense without abiding by that, but it would start to get confusing. So how about I must feed the dog every day? Let's do one like that. Ich muss jeden Tag den Hund. All the way to the end goes füttern. Notice we had must feed. That's those two verbs split up when we do it in German. Muss and füttern. We could say jeden Tag muss ich den Hund füttern. But we're pretty stuck on where muss and füttern are going to go. That's the big point here. If you were wanting to say we must make the bed, wir müssen, notice what's going to happen here. Wir müssen das Bett machen goes to the end. All right, that's kind of the big deal here, is that our verb make goes to the end when we use a modal verb like müssen. We're going to use müssen the most, but we'll look at some of the other ones like wollen and können and sollen. There's 6, and hopefully it makes a great deal more sense by the end of this. I'm going to stop here with this lesson about modal verbs today. We'll revisit imperative later on, maybe with a separate sheet. Ask me any questions if you got them, but hopefully you practiced those, saying those with me and got these notes down. Tschüss, bis bald. Ich muss gehen. Yeah.